How you doing, guys? You folk loved the 10 British treat video I did the other day, so much so that I'm back today to show you some more. What did we learn from the first video? We learned that Australians call tea cakes whippets, which is what we call dogs, a breed of dog here in the UK. We learned that there's love heart sweets that I showed you. If you wet them, stick them on your arm, you can make tattoos. I never knew that. I feel like my childhood needs to restart again. And also that Americans, what I was calling sherbet, they refer to that as some sort of ice creamy thing, which I think we call sorbet here in the UK. Anyhow, here's another 10 for you to check out. I hope you give them a try. Yeah. Now first up is Jaffa Cakes. So I bought a packet of these for the first video I did, but I had a feeling that most people in the world knew what these were, so I ended up eating them all before I shot the video. Oops. Right, so they come in a little orange tube like this, and as you can see I've eaten a few of them already. They're very addictive once you get started eating on them. Now they've got a sponge base, dark chocolate orange, and the middle is an orange jelly. Super good. And it's a true fact that top sporting teams like Manchester United at half-time, rather than having oranges, they would eat Jaffa Cakes because they're so low in fat and they give them that massive energy boost. Such an energy boost that you feel like a rasta running around your kitchen. Next up is a Sherbert Fountain. Now these have been around for yonks, but I've never actually had one before. It looks kind of like a marker pen, or maybe like a nipple from that angle. But we just twist this lid off. Oh! It's got licorice in it. I hate licorice. Alright, so inside this canister there's a load of sherbet, just like the dip dab lolly the other day, but rather than the strawberry lolly we've got licorice this time. Oh. And I hate licorice, as I say. That was a lovely zing of the sherbet at first, but then that licorice came through. Tastes like trainers, so give that a try if you want to. Next up is an edible watch. Now I used to love these things as a kid. Basically it's a watch with candy on it. You can eat it off like so, and they're a lot like the Love Heart sweets. They're hard, crunchy with a little bit of a sherbet kick on it for the ultimate in edible bling. So for 23 hours and 59 minutes, these watches were kind of pointless, but for that 1 minute, you had the coolest watch in the world. Hey yo man, you know what time it is? It's 7:30 baby, for the next minute. Alright, so next up is a tube of fruit pastilles. Right, so the best thing for you to imagine is that these are gummy bears but just made with a little bit more fruit juice, and a gummy bear is just walking down the street and all of a sudden a giant bear squishes it, makes it into like a coin shape, and then just scatters it in sugar, then runs off. And then you've effectively got a fruit pastil. Yeah. Wow, they've got a really chewy middle and there's like grains of sugar on it that just give it a teeny bit of crunch, obviously a very naughty crunch. I remember my mum and dad just literally shoving me these whenever we were going on road trips, and I was in the back of the car going, oh we're nearly there yet, and they're like, just give him some fruit pastilles to shut him up, it'll be alright. And what's also cool about it, it brings back memories of when I was at school and kids would frantically buy these from the vending machines and bite into it and actually catch a little bit of the tin foil on their fillings in their teeth. Next up is a very popular pick and mix item from here in the UK called Dolly Mixtures. Now these sweets are super naughty and they come in all different shapes and sizes. They're very addictive indeed. You've got a rounded square one like that one, you've got a rectangular one, you've got a jelly sugar coated one, and also cylinder shaped ones. Now back in the 1920s and 30s, these used to be a lot more bland. They used to only be like white or brown or black. It's kind of like now, if you were to reintroduce them, the modern Dolly Mixtures, go back in time, it'd be like walking into a funeral dressed as Where's Wally? Hiya, I've come for the funeral. Now next up are gold bars. I was absolutely fascinated by these little bars as a kid because when I had one, it felt like I had actually struck gold. Well, spank my buttocks and call me Marlene. We struck gold, partner, yeah! Now they are actually gold coloured, as you'll see, just like that. It's from a caramel white chocolate coating on top of a really crunchy biscuit, just like that. Now something I really want to do with these gold bars, I don't want to eat them all. I want to ring up one of those cash for gold companies and go, hiya, I've got some gold that I want to sell. I've got 198 grams of authentic gold, and see if they actually give me any money for it. That would be kind of funny. Maybe I should do a video of that. Let me know if you want to see it. And these, my friends, are rainbow drops. Very colourful, naughty things. So effectively what we're eating here is giant cereal that's been supersized, dyed a neon colour and coated in sugar. When you bite into it, you get through that crispy layer of sugar, and you're effectively just eating cereal. So maybe just stick to that. We used to play a game with these at primary school, which got banned very quickly. You put it up your nose and exhale it out and see who could get it the furthest. Someone inhaled it, had to go to the school nurse, letters went home. It got banned pretty quickly. So don't do that game. Don't do it. Next up are jelly babies, which used to be called peace babies to mark the end of the First World War, but then we ended up going back to war again, so then they got rebranded again after the Second World War as jelly babies. Now these jelly babies are a lot like gummy bears in that they're primarily made of gelatin, except these have got an outer layer made up of sugar and starch, which gives it like a just teeny little bit of crispness when you bite into it. They come in different colours, all the same size, but the different colours are different flavours, and they've even got individual baby names for them, like Baby Bonnie and Big Heart, and this is brilliant. And there's something weird about biting off a baby's head. Yeah. Next up is another world beater from Tunnocks. You thought the tea cakes were good. The caramel was legendary amongst school lunchboxes. If you opened your lunchbox and saw caramel in there, you knew you were going to have an amazing day, good times, and the rest of the pupils would be pretty jealous of you. And it's such a simple thing. It's individually wrapped, again, chocolate coated. Break into it, wafer, bands of caramel, wafer, bands of caramel, chocolate. You want to be on that bus of caramel loving. I'm going to take you there. Next up is a Battenberg cake, which is requested by Mrs. Barry actually, and it's a very sexy looking cake, like a checkerboard finish on it like that. One thing I noticed when I was looking around the shops, these are getting smaller, just like a lot of food. I don't know if my eyes are getting bigger, and companies, stop making things smaller, please. Is it just my country this is happening to? This used to be like enormous, for like half the price. Crazy. And it is super good, my friends. You've got these colour sponges with apricot jam holding it together, surrounded by a cloth of almond paste / marzipan. Oh my goodness, so good. But to me, the name Battenberg seems kind of wasted. Maybe they should use it also for like a detective show. Battenberg, he's always on the case. So that's it then, guys, another 10 reviewed. Sorry about the sun coming in and out during the video. Hopefully that hasn't annoyed it too much. I did want to show you drumstick lollies, which are like raspberry chewy lollies, but that's effectively all they are. I did want to show you curly wurlies, but it turns out you can get those in most countries anyway. And I did want to show you Werthers originals, because I thought they were a traditional British sweet. It turns out they're made in Germany, so clever marketing, what do I know. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. If you want to chuck in any suggestions you want to see on another one of these, or if you've got some sweets from your country you want to send me to show the world, let me know, and I'll see you next time.